Hi, everyone. This is Inside the TMC family, and I'm Faith Howard-Mooney, the VP of Member Engagement at the Mortgage Collaborative. Today with me, we have Tara Kersting. She is the Director of Lending at Victory Mortgage. And Tara, thanks for doing this with me. You want to just share a few words about Victory Mortgage and the home builder that you support?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for asking me to do this, Faith. Victory Mortgage has been around for a little over 30 years now, but always tied in with Fisher Homes. Fisher Homes is the 30th largest home builder in the nation right now, I believe. So we close a lot of about 75% of the mortgages that for houses they sell. So it's been a good
Fantastic.
business.
That's a great 75%. That's a great number there you got. Wanted to just spend some time getting to know you a little bit better today. You are, I think, a really lucky person that attended your first conference with us at like one of the best locations we've ever been at Terranea.
Yes, absolutely. Man, you guys hooked us in well, getting us out there for sure.
Yeah, it was a beautiful location, and you had a team of people there. So that was the first time that we met. So not that long ago. You're relatively new into the network, but just kind of share with us what you personally, your first job ever was.
Yeah, so my first job was at Chuck E. Cheese, actually, and hopefully most of the viewers know what Chuck E. Cheese is. I think they will for the most part, but yeah, I was, birthday party hostess, and eventually did a good enough job to become birthday party coordinator. So, then I was in charge of all the hostesses, but yeah, it makes you realize some things that you don't want to do for for your future. But there were good things out of it. Had a lot of fun, made a lot of friends, met my husband there actually. He worked at Chuck E. Cheese too. So
Wow, that's so cool. Yeah, I always say that your first jobs sometimes are the ones that teach you what you don't want to do for your entire life versus teach you what you do want to do. How did you go from, starting at, you worked at Chuck E. Cheese. I'm sure you had other jobs maybe in the interim, but how did you get into mortgage?
that that is interesting too. I kind of fell into it as a lot of us do. But our former president was Jack Kinkle here at Victory Mortgage. He just retired a couple years ago, but he was good friends with my mom actually through church and school and various other places. So he had a loan processor that was going on maternity leave for the summer, and he knew my mom. I was in college at the time, but home for the summer. And he
Yep.
said, "Hey, your daughter's smart. Does she want a job?" And my mom said, "Yes." Didn't consult me, but said, "Yes, she
Of
does."
course, she's your mom. Yes, she wants a
Exactly.
job.
So I started working as a loan processor over the summer and got, thrown into the mortgage business that way. So it was quite, it's been a long ride since then. I started with Victory, obviously. 23 years later, I'm still here with Victory. So
That is amazing.
quite a ride. I actually in between there I worked for the title company. We have an affiliated title company as well, Homestead Title, and I worked for them for a couple of years towards the beginning as well. Kind of, I'd work in the summer, go to school, come back, work in the summer. But yeah, did a lot of that. We opened a bank in 2002, and at that point I went and worked on the bank side, but really we kind of ran them together, so it was everything anyway. And did accounting. I've done loan servicing, compliance, kind of.
So you've got a great background, even though you've had the ability to stay within one family of companies for 23 years. That's just awesome.
Yes, I am happy that I've gotten to know so many different parts of the business. That has really helped as the years have gone by. And, sometimes I think, oh my gosh, my head can't fit any more information in it. I'm sure there's things that have leaked out over the years as I put new stuff in, but I really do appreciate that I was able to learn all of the different areas
Yeah.
of banking and mortgage. So
Yeah, not everybody has that luxury, but that's just such great experience if you understand the whole process for sure.
Yep.
You obviously got in at a very young age, but is there one thing now, kind of, looking back over things that is so clear to you, but you wish that somebody would have just told you when you started?
I think that it's for myself personally, it would be don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone.
Mhm.
So I had a lot of that over the years. I mean, first of all, just jumping into it, obviously, like I said, I knew nothing about mortgages, but took the chance, was kind of pushed there by my mom, and worked out well, obviously. But even in the in between, we had at one point when they were opening the bank, and at that point I was working for the title company, and um, Jack and Steve Kinkle, who's the president of the title company, had approached me and said, "Hey, we kind of, they want you to go work for the bank, but it's up to you. What do you want to do?" And I at the time took the comfortable route and said, "Nope, I'm comfortable here at the title company. I'm just going to stay here." And they came back about a week later and said, "No, really, we want you to go work at the bank." I had a good talk with Jack, and I talked about how there'd be probably more long-term opportunities for me going that way. So I think that's what I would say. And as time has gone on, and I've had the opportunity to do many different things and positions at the company, it's always go ahead and take that step out of your comfort zone, because it'll benefit you in the long run.
Good advice for anybody really coming into the industry, because we know everything always changes, nothing ever stays the same. But also in the environment that we're in right now, which is a little bit different. It's like people are probably going to be asked to do some things that they haven't done before.
Yep.
Um, so very good advice. If you were in mortgage, what would you be doing?
Hmm. That's funny. The boring answer is I'd probably just be in public accounting, because I my degree is in accounting. I'm a CPA, so I kind of came up that way. I always said my mom is a CPA, my sister's a CPA, my dad was a math major. It's in our blood. So
Oh,
on the boring side, that's probably what I would be doing. Now, if I got to do anything I wanted and it didn't really matter for pay or anything else, probably I would probably either be working at Disney World or be a Disney travel agent, because I love Walt Disney World, like
oh my
probably too
God.
much.
Oh, I had no idea. Yeah, we've got some Disney fans in our family too, for sure. Yeah, that would be a fun gig if you had any option open and available to you for sure. You'd be able to just have fun all day and see
Yeah.
other people have fun, share the fun with them as well.
Exactly.
Um,
They do such a good job of the whole
Experience.
experience, I
Yeah.
believe. And I think it's funny, even being tied in with Fisher, they've always they try to make their neighborhoods look Disney-esque, is kind of how they say. They incorporate some of those values in there too, so it's probably why I fit in so well with them
Yeah,
also.
exactly. You are like the perfect fit, the perfect
Yes.
fit. So I'm going to ask you this next question kind of selfishly. So not everybody would know this, but where you live and where our other home is, they're like very, very close to each other. I've driven by that Fisher building, the red sign at the top of it so many times.
Yep.
It's summer right now, and it's kind of like we finally have summer outside. What's your favorite thing to do in your surrounding area there in the Cincinnati, Kentucky market for summer? You've got a couple of kids, and so share with us if we went to there, what would be the one thing that we should do?
If you are here, the one thing you should do, we've got a lot of good things to do. I just like to take advantage of different things the city offers. And sometimes, I mean, it depends on the weather of the day, but it could be the zoo. It's like, I think it was recently voted the best zoo in the country, even over the San Diego Zoo.
I haven't been there yet.
So the Cincinnati Zoo is a very good zoo. So we go there a lot. We go to the Newport Aquarium, which is also a very highly ranked aquarium across the country. And then I think personally, even more for myself on top of those would be Kings Island up in Mason, Ohio, which is about 45 minutes from us. But I am a roller coaster junkie, so I love anxiety.
Oh,
So
awesome. It's funny, I have not been to any one of those things, so now they're on my list for sure. I know my grandkids have done, they love the zoo, and the zoo is supposed to be phenomenal there. But Kings Island is something that we've talked about in our family because it's been there forever.
yeah, they have their 50-year anniversary this year. So
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
yep.
Yeah. So how fun. Well, it is a great environment to live in. The people there are lovely. And I love when I spend time down at our house down there. You guys have also been awesome. You fit right into that community. The team at Victory has been very engaged with us. We love it when we get to talk with you and help you with anything that you need. So appreciate you being willing to do this with me this morning. And we look forward to seeing you hopefully in Chicago.
Yeah, actually, unfortunately, I don't think you'll see me in Chicago, but you will see members of our team for sure in Chicago. I had other things that came up, but I will say, those conferences, I've told several people this, but those are some of the best conferences I've attended for anything over the 23 years that I've been doing this.
Oh,
But the collaboration in it, I get far more out of that than a lot of other type of things that I've gone to and listened to. So yeah, I appreciate what you guys do. I think it's a great environment that you set up for this. So
well, you just made our hearts very happy here today because we love it when we see that because there's nothing more than we love to get you guys the things that you need to be stronger and have a great business model. So appreciate you very much. Thanks for doing this.
no problem. Thank you, Faith. I appreciate it.